All right, so today what we're doing is we're doing printmaking with underglaze. Now,
With which company?
American Art Clay Company's Velvet Underglaze.
There we go.
What's really nice about this is that we need to really showcase the versatility of underglaze. So here what we're doing is we're watering down the underglaze and creating that watercolor background.
You're so our guinea pig right now.
And then over here, you know, we've had them design their own prints that they're going to be using on top of that background that they've created. And then we're going to run back over here really fast. And where they've started here with their prints, they're taking this underglaze and we'll have them bray it. And so they'll set their ink like this.
And you're taking your homemade stamp, basically, is what you've done.
And what we use is craft foam. We like it because it's pretty versatile in all classrooms. For this, we're using an X-Acto knife to cut their prints. If we're doing something with maybe middle schoolers, we can do some line projects where they're just connecting one side of the panel to the other. So that way they can use scissors.
Now, are you doing this on a clay tile?
Yes, we are. So we're doing just bisque tile.
Okay.
And the nice thing is if you have littler ones, you can actually get the craft foam that is pre-cut, so triangles, circles, other shapes. And that way with younger education, you can teach composition.
Okay.
And so then what they're doing is they're rolling it out.
Very cool. I love
it. Making it like that.
Isn't that cool? So the glaze you're using is the same. You're painting it, you're making the white wash or the wash on the background of it, and then you're thickening it up by letting it sit out and air dry, and that's what you're using as your stamping material.
Correct. So
all right, I got it.
It's just one single product.
So what 2 colors did you use? Light pink?
Actually, I did 3.
Oh, you did 3.
Pink, purple, violet, and yellow.
Oh, very cool. And which ones did you use?
I went from yellow, light green, dark green to blue.
Cool. She's getting all fancy over here. Look at her stuff. So you're cutting out, you're adding clay back on, or foam onto your stamp?
Yeah, you cut out the negative, or the positive, and glue it onto here. So this becomes your negative, and this is the positive.
That's awesome. So you're doing a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, so here she's cutting out her foam with just an X-Acto knife, right?
Yeah, so I'm just
very cool.
forgetting which side I need to.
Are these already stickered?
Yeah, they have like a little sticky thing in the back.
So on the back side of the foam it's a sticker, so you can just peel it off. Very cool, and make your own stamp.
It's actually really easy. So this is the first time that I do this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this again.
That's awesome. I love your color. She's got it. Everybody's going very geometric. Very cool. I love it. Well, thank you so much. All right, so I went to that conference actually quite a while ago, and I forgot I filmed that video, but this is the tile that I made, and technically what you're supposed to do is this is just a bisque tile, and the whole conference is all for teachers, and the whole point is that it's something you can bring back for your students. But I went ahead and made the tile, and you're supposed to glaze it and fire it. I don't have a firing. I didn't want to stick this in my oven, and it's not even going to be hot enough. But the concept is really cool. Taking something, and you could even do this with a card, which I think is fantabulous. So taking something and doing a wash to the back of it, creating your own background stamp, or if you have a background stamp, go ahead and stamp it up and make like a grid thing. And then you can do the positive and negative. So you can take, if you want to make your own stamp, you can take a positive or a negative image, and that's something that you can create. Even though I never fired this tile, like I said, I've had this thing, it's been over a year. It has become my coaster next to my desk. So it's been kind of nice. It has weathered wonderfully. It would normally be a whole lot brighter and a whole lot prettier if it was fired, but it still functions really well. So think about going to Home Depot or Lowe's or any of the big box stores that have tiles, or if you have spare tiles, if you've ever done any renovation, and using them, and maybe put a glaze on top, actually taking like a spray glaze or something, and you don't have to fire it, but just sealing the paint. And you could just use acrylic paint. You would not have to use a special tile paint. So just the kind of ways that even if you don't have any way of firing or have pottery or kilns or any of that stuff, this is still a fun way and still a fun concept and idea that you can do at home for yourself. So thanks so much for stopping by and checking out the fun video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.